Breathe. You do not have to act on every impulse you get. What if I made a Flaming Morningstar? I should probably tell you not to try this, but you're watching this, so you made some questionable decisions already. I wanted to make a Morningstar, which is basically a hedgehog on a stick. Also, it kinda looks like a star. So I took to the internet to do some research. Which means I googled Morningstar and looked at the pictures. That's basically how I came across this image. According to the text, it depicts a 15th century iron mace. And like any sane person, I thought I could shove things in there and light it on fire.
Esta es tu peor idea. Deberías ir a terapia y tocar un poco de hierba. También ve a buscar algunas perras, cabrón solitario.
I'm not sure what that was, but I started to draw the design. Perfection. Now. Oh fuck. I'm aiming for something kinda like this. To kick things off, I'm marking where these parts overlap so I can make a lap joint. The idea is that the overlapping sections become even.
Fuck. That wasn't even fucking close.
Since I didn't actually hit the mark, because of course I didn't, I'm marking some divots with a rounded chisel. This helps with forging the step down, and more importantly, it significantly lowers the chance that I curl into a ball and weep. Then I flatten this section out and repeat the whole ritual on the other piece. And hope they eventually fit together like two idiots trying to high five. Next up, I'm marking equal distances from the center, so this thing ends up at least vaguely symmetrical. Just close enough that it will be good enough. By cutting some slits, I can actually see where the lines are when the metal is hot, instead of guessing like I usually do. Now I'm thinning out the section that will form this socket. Oh, maybe these are langets. I genuinely have no clue. If anyone has a strong opinion about what these mystery flaps could be called, feel free to argue in the comments. Next, these need to be bent into a sort of circle with two little legs sticking out the bottom. Easy to describe, surprisingly hard to do.
Fuck.
As you can probably tell, this is not going how I planned. It looks like a deformed Cheeto that survived a house fire. Here's a pro tip. When you don't know what you're doing, just do something. Statistically, one of your mistakes will accidentally be correct. Through some sort of cosmic accident or divine pity, I managed to bend them into the right shape. Don't ask how, I'm just as baffled as you. Now I need to make the spikes, highly technical process here. Hit the metal from two sides until it looks like a point. Then I'll check it if I manage to make it long enough.
Nice.
Then just cut it off the bar like a discount version of a thing I'm not legally allowed to compare it to. This design requires two sizes of spikes, bigger ones and smaller ones. I'll make the smaller ones out of this. It's exactly the same process, but somehow I get the feeling I'm doing something new. So I need 13 spikes total, which is roughly too many. Before I can eat dinner, I need to make these parts fit together. This means I'll be playing as a therapist. Except instead of talking through their differences, I'll be cutting and grinding them until they comply.
You don't see fucking shit.
With that done, they almost fit together. I just gotta fix these corners. The bottom of the spike needs to be flat. Next up, I have to drill quite a few holes into the cage and into the spikes, and then make threads into the spikes, because the designer thought building these without welding would be fun. The designer is me. When I die, I'm coming back specifically to hunt myself. I was forced to hand drill the final size for this hole. The reason? Honestly, I don't remember. And with that I can put this cage together, so I can mark the other holes. Perfect accuracy. I'm definitely not lying. Next up is the spikes. Now that the holes are done, I'll be able to make the threads on the spikes. The theory is if one of the spikes break, I can just make a new one. After drilling and tapping all of these, each one costing years of my sanity, they are done and I can assemble everything together. Are the holes straight? Did I tap them perfectly? Are the sparks aligned with the cage? Absolutely not. I'm setting this thing on fire, so it doesn't really matter. The other end of the handle would look tragically empty without something on it. So I'm going to make a star-like butt spike. So I'll start by creating half of a socket. If I want to make 3 distinct points, I'll need to isolate some material. A side effect is that the bending will be easier, and surprisingly the self-hatred will be lower than average. Once that is done, I can just cut it off. Now I'll make the other side of the socket and I'll be able to bend it all to shape. After bending, I'll have more room to work with. I'll taper down each point to make the star look intentional instead of a mistake. All there is left to do is make the socket by bending each side over the anvil's horn. And just for funsies, I'll put the mace head into the forge to get that rusty look. For the butt spark, I'll just clean up the silhouette. Will this thing stab me when I swing it? Well, Now that the metal parts are done, I get to move on to the handle. Fitting the head works just like a spear, except it's a square. The butt spike, in the other hand, is identical to a spear.
Holy fuck, this shit is evil. I love it.
Once everything fits, I'll slim down the handle and burn it to make it black. This is both a finishing technique and a socially acceptable way to play with fire. For extra security, I'll add epoxy so things stay where they're meant to be instead of flying 90 miles an hour into my face. Then I'll drill holes and make some space for nails to lock everything down.
Oh.
And with these nails in place, this monstrosity will be finished. Thanks for watching and bye.